everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and somehow it is that time of the month again where we are picking my monthly TBR. As per usual, I'm going to be picking 6 prompts from my jar of prompts. I mean, we're only on month 5, but I really thought that we would have gone through more prompts by now. But I feel like the jar just keeps getting refilled. It's another rainy, gloomy day here, so I pulled out my ring light this time. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have any plans or thoughts or ideas for what I want to do for May. I've been having a lot of fun continuing series, jumping back into those stories, so maybe continue some series, but also I just want to read some fun, springy, fun books. Let's just get to picking. As per usual, we're going to give it a good mix. Prompt number 1 starts with the first letter of your name. So I need to find a book that starts with S. Actually, this is a great one. I have a vlog that I want to do in May. This book would play into that. So I'm going to pick Sublime by Christina Lauren. I know that they have this at my library. It was honestly just coincidence that I had just looked up that book last night. I know absolutely nothing about it other than it's written by Christina Lauren, who is one of my favorite romance authors. And it's also categorized under teen. So I'm very intrigued. It's definitely one of their older books, as far as I assume. That's book number 1. Number 2, a book that you've had for a long time. I have many books that I could use for this. I could go for a really, really long time and take this book that is my mom's. I really want to get through all of her Buffy and Angel books, but I just really have not been in the mood for this. I think what I am going to go with, this is Sweet Little Lies by Lauren Conrad. This is book 2 in the LA Candy series. I listened to book 1 on audio, I think in February, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that Lauren Conrad did a really good job narrating. This is definitely not new by any means. Yeah, this came out in 2010, but it really gave that nostalgic, like, teen novel from like the 2010s. So I had a lot of fun, and I actually physically own book 2, and then I think book 3 is available on audio from my library, so I might pick that one up. Again, excited to continue this series and make my way through another series on my list. That was actually a really great prompt because I don't know when else I would have picked that book up. Prompt number 3 has bad reviews. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like this might be cheating a little bit. I do want to try and pick some books that I have on my physical TBR, and I'm gonna pick Exodus by Kate Stewart for this. Looking through my bookshelves, I don't see anything that I recall having many bad reviews, at least recently, and I don't necessarily want to like go and try and look for them because I mean every book is going to have bad reviews. Not every book is for every person, but there's a lot of people that I follow that really love this series and that I've heard really love this series. But recently I've heard more people that I follow not enjoy this series, so I'm going to pick this one. I didn't love the first book. I don't know what I expected it to be, but it wasn't what I expected. But I do really want to continue on this series before I forget everything that happened with it. I was definitely hooked and didn't want to put it down ever because I wanted to know what was going to happen, but also like nothing really happened. But with the way that book 1 ended, I'm very intrigued to see what happens in the rest of the series. So We're gonna pick Exodus. Prompt number 4. A Canadian author. Perfect. I'm going to pick Hopeless by Elsie Silver. Emily and I are currently buddy reading this series, and we're in the middle of Reckless right now, so I think we'll be reading Hopeless in May. As per usual, I'll have Emily linked down below. I'm so excited. I absolutely love the Chestnut Springs series. It's so much fun. I love Elsie's writing. It's not like, I don't know, she just writes really good banter and really good characters that I feel like I can connect to, even if I don't necessarily see myself in them. Every time I talk about the series, I feel like I get the book titles wrong. I said Hopeless, right? Book 5. I'll have it up here somewhere. Prompt number 5. Honestly, I think this is my best TBR yet in terms of being able to quickly find and pick books. Watch me just shoot myself in the foot for that. Horror! Okay. I feel like I could be golden if I picked like pretty much any Stephen King novel. I read the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix a couple of years ago and really enjoyed that one, so I think I might pick something else by them. There are a few of their books on my TBR. Okay, I read a few of the summaries and I think I'm gonna pick My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. It's the shortest of the ones that are on my list, but also it sounds very intriguing. So that one, I guess. Last prompt. Title starts with I. Surprisingly, I have quite a few books that starts with I, but none that I have not read. Can I convince Emily to also read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue this month? Ooh. I'm going to pick If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. This has been on my list for a really, really long time, and I think it's finally time. So do you remember at the beginning of the video when I said that I wanted a fun little springy fun time? That's not May. That is not my May. Well, this is the book stack of the physical books that I own. So let's run through what's on my TBR for May. For a book that starts with the same letter as your name, we have Sublime by Christina Lauren. A book that I've had for a long time, we have Sweet Little Lies by Lauren Conrad. A book with bad reviews, we have Exodus by Kate Stewart. For a Canadian author, we have Hopeless by Elsie Silver. For horror, we have My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. And for a book with a title that starts with I, we had If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. So we have like 2 happy fun books. I mean, maybe. Hopeless might be painful. 1 book that is probably going to make me cry. A dark romance. A horror. We just have like covering all the genres. And everything. I don't really know how to end this now. That horror really threw me. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what your thoughts were, or what you're excited to be reading for May. Are you going to be having a nice, fun spring reading month, or is yours going to be all over the place like mine? I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.